The extent of the injuries to Governor Connolly is a closely shrouded secret at the moment.
President Kennedy is dead, Gordon. This is official word.
The President is dead. The President, ladies and gentlemen, is dead at Parkland Hospital in Dallas.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Italian 1 to Manhattan.
Italian 1.
We just had a plane crash into Level 4 of the World Trade Center, transmit a second alarm, and start relocating companies into the area. Engine 1-0 to Manhattan.
Engine 1-0.
Engine 1-0, World Trade Center, 1060. Send every available ambulance, everything you got to the World Trade Center now.
That for 1060 been transmitted for the World Trade Center. 1060 for the World Trade Center.
It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note.
Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror.
When will you be satisfied?
America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world.
The truth is stranger than fiction.
3-6 to Manhattan.
Stranger than fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction.
Into the matrix, you will be illuminated. Into the rabbit hole, secrets will be revealed.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
The functions of our government continue without interruption.
All right, you're live with Pete Wichert and Johnny Be Good.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction, Thursday, the 6th of November of 2014 already, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And we should be having rapper K from the South Park Coalition calling in shortly just for a half an hour to talk about his music to switch up the flow of things. And it's kind of interesting because we have Bone Thugs and Harmony
right across the street, right across the street at Portage Park Theater,
performing live at 11 p.m. So it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna try to get myself in via my connections.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But yeah, we had a lot of interesting news over the week. Again, I was expecting more Ebola cover-up stuff to come out. But one thing that I found in Forbes magazine actually was that the AP, the Associated Press, and others have kind of agreed to not talk on Ebola.
Yeah. No, I agree with. Yeah, they agreed not to talk, and
why so we're never gonna find out.
No, exactly. I love how they agreed not to talk about it. It's like that's all we heard.
Yeah,
that's all we heard for how long?
The doctor in St. Louis is being banned for saying there's a cover-up, and Forbes reports the media will not cover potential Ebola cases. That's the main news on the Ebola front, at least today. And then also we had the election, which is kind of a big deal, but it's also not really.
Not to me. Well, it's a big deal. It is, but
I think rapper K might be calling in right now.
Yeah.
All right, we have rapper K joining us live right now for about a half hour from the South Park Coalition. And thanks for joining. The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's good, man. What's happening with you, man?
Hey, man, chilling. I'm hoping to get in that Bone Thugs concert.
Man, just tell them you know me when you get to the door, man. They're going to put you right on through.
All right, man. I'm gonna use
sure,
that card.
for sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
use that card.
Yeah, man. Just say you partners with Rapper K, man. Southpaw Coalition, man. They're going to let you right on in.
Dude, I'm gonna use that. I swear, I'm gonna be able to look. I know.
Use it everywhere, man. Use it all over the world, man.
I know you guys got South Park Coalition, like Australia. You guys got South Park Coalition, like everywhere, man. That's cool, man. How'd that all get started?
Man, you know what? We've been doing this a long time, man. But the internet has really, really boosted, you know, a lot of our careers, man. So I'd have to say the internet, but you know, K Reno is the main reason that, you know, the Southpaw Coalition is on the map, you know what I'm saying, the founder. And he put me down from day one, and you know, he just started collecting soldiers, and we just been grinding since they, you know.
So you were in the original Notebook. Yeah, in high school.
Yes,
oh damn.
yes. I've seen and touched the original Black Book, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably 30 or 40 of them right now. You know what I'm saying? He keeps everything that he's ever written down.
Yeah, I like that, which is genius, man. The guy, he deserves to be mainstream. That shows that there's a cover up and that they don't want the real. And because K Reno can outflow anybody, he could I mean, he could outdo any rapper right now in the game.
Ain't nobody touch it, man.
Yeah.
Nobody. Mainstream. I mean, a lot of your favorite rappers, he's their favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I don't really listen to anybody but K Reno, anyone from the South Park Coalition and Tupac.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
What's up. And the Outlaws.
And Bones, you know.
Yeah, Bone Thugs.
And Bone, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bone Thugs.
You know, like I don't listen to any of that new shit. It's horrible.
Yeah, man, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. My son, I got a son, man, that's 16, man, and oh my goodness, I don't know if it's just garbage or if I'm just getting old, man. You know,
it's garbage.
Yeah, I know.
Garbage.
You know what I'm saying? I saw a bumper sticker that says, "I'm not old. Your music is just garbage."
Yeah,
yeah. No, it's true. You know, and it's not even to that point. It's basically everything is garbage. It's not just one rapper, and then they promote that garbage. Like, look at Lil Wayne. Who dresses that motherfucker?
Yeah, man. Man, don't even get me started on him, man. I'm gonna just talk about the positive. You know what I'm saying? My partner,
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna diss nobody on your show, but you know what I'm saying? I just can't do none of the mainstream guys, man. And the people that should be mainstream don't get no shine. Like my partner, Point Blank. You know, he doing this thing, man. He got a CD release party coming up, you know, on November the 22nd at Club Numbers, man. So, you know, I don't know if y'all gonna be anywhere near Houston, but you know, that's where I'll be at. You know,
I wish I could.
Oh man. Like I say, go to the airport, tell them you know me. And, you know what I'm saying? And they might put you on through, man. But yeah, that's what it is, man. We're gonna be getting down with Point Blank, like I say. And K Reno got a big show coming up on the 15th. You know, that's gonna be nice. He just got back from overseas.
Man, when y'all gonna come to Chicago, man?
You know what? Whenever you invite me and you have my plane ticket ready, we gonna come, and I'm gonna bring the coalition with me, man. You book us, and we're there.
Man, we should start a fundraising effort for that.
Yeah, man, that's all you gotta do, man. Just get you some signs, stand up by the freeway, man, and say, look, y'all want to see the Southpaw Coalition, man? Donate to the cause, man, and we'll come down, man, and give y'all a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, I know you would, man. We're just a small time like operation here, but we're getting bigger, man. We couldn't have done it without people like you being generous and coming on, K Reno. But since we're getting into it too, yeah, you said you're gonna hook us up next week with another artist from the South Park Coalition.
You know, I'm gonna make a phone call, and this is my brother, man. It's real close friend of mine, Point Blank. And like I say, he got a show coming up, so yeah,
to promote his new CD. Yeah,
he'll be able to promote his new CD, man. He got a new CD out, man. But the whole clique, man, is doing things with the music, man. But yeah, I can definitely put in a word to Point Blank tonight. As soon as I get off with y'all, and I'll hit you back and let you know.
Much love,
exactly
man.
When he'll be available. Yeah,
much love. What about yourself, man? When you got anything coming up? A new CD? You're on tour as well and everything. Why don't you tell your fans how to buy your stuff, where you could get them, where you're gonna be at, things like that.
Well, man, I'm really just I took a little break. You know what I'm saying? So I got 4 CDs out right now, which you can purchase on iTunes. I got a bunch of shows I'm doing, but I haven't really started working on a new CD. I did say I was gonna do one more project. I did 2 with Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's in Southport Coalition, and we dropped 2 CDs together. And he just dropped his solo project called Inglorious.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I did a feature on there. But that's all I've been doing, man. Really just doing a bunch of features on my brother's you know, CDs and stuff. Like Justice Allah got a new one out, and he's promoting. You know, it's a nice CD. Man, I mean, the list just goes on, man. I hate to leave somebody out, you know, because all the music is good. You know what I'm saying? That's all I listen to, man. I listen to Southport Coalition, man. That's it.
What about growing up? Who like inspired you to, you know, be a rapper?
Man, I'll be telling my age when I tell you this, man. But I was a big fan of Sugar Hill Gang, man. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard
So
this
was
guy,
I, though.
man.
So was I.
Man, oh my goodness. And I don't know if you heard the remake of that song, Rapper's Delight.
Yeah,
When it came out,
yeah.
It, you know, I think it's Redman and Keith Murray. And man, I knew it word for word. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard the song in 10 years, and I knew it word for word. So those were the guys that, man, I listened to. You know, Rakim. I was a big Rakim fan.
What about KRS?
KRS. Oh man, KRS. Anybody that was, you know, talking about something, you know, had
Public
some ideas.
Enemy.
Yeah, that's man, Public Enemy. That's you in my era right now, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I listen to, and I can listen to it now. I listen to it every day now. You know,
Same,
I still
man.
listen to that.
Same,
you know,
man.
like I said, my kids think I'm old because that's all I listen to is old school rap. But that's the only people that that was talking about something, man.
Yeah. The one person I don't listen to is Biggie. What's your take on Biggie?
You know, Biggie. I love Biggie's lyrics, and I love his delivery. And he's probably, him and Pop were 2 of the mainstream rappers that, you know, that were kind of, well, I guess they're not recent now. It's probably been 10, 15 years.
Shit, Pac still dropped like 15 CDs since then, so you never.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say, I know he asked, was it a ghetto in heaven? I think something like that, but I don't know if it is, but I know it's a studio in there because he's still doing CDs. You know what I'm saying? I heard him talk about the 2015 Escalade the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for real, man. Yeah, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if he had the clout to do all that. There's a lot of sketchy stuff in there, but I'm not really allowed to talk about that.
Right. Yeah, you get a knock at your front door.
Yeah. You know, I know the Outlaws a little bit, man, and they've been cool with me, so I'm gonna be cool with them, man. You know how it is, man. You know, we don't talk. We'd rather be locked up before we talk. So I ain't giving any of my information up about what I know about Pac.
Right.
You know, but yeah, no, it's an interesting situation to say the least. I just hate the people that try to say Biggie was more relevant. And that's impossible. Pac was the first rapper out there to, in my eyes, that really just told it how it is, no holds barred.
Exactly.
You know, and
he didn't pull no punches, and he kept it 100 at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's relevant today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a
playing
prophet
music right now, and if you've never heard it before, you would think this is a new artist.
Yeah, like he's like a prophet. So I could see that. But then there's stuff where he goes rest in peace of Biggie Smalls, like after, like, you know, when Biggie died after and things like that.
Right, yeah, stuff like that. You're like, man, wait a minute now. And it's him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's his voice,
Yeah, so man, Hail Mary, you know, and things like that. So it makes you wonder, man, you know, but as far as say, we'll go with the official story and Pac.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no way Biggie could touch him. And
no. I mean, I put him like, you know. See, I don't know if I'm biased because I've been listening to Reno for, you know, as long as I have. But you know, he's my all-time favorite, man. I'm a big, huge Scarface fan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
you know
me too. Me too.
You know, I love Scarface, man. Scarface is probably a close second for me. You know,
all day.
I like Zero.
Yeah, no, I think K is the only person you could compare to Pac.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I think hands down, and I think that's why the industry's so afraid of his ass. Straight up, because I mean, just lyrical wise, man. If you just look at his catalog, man, it's not even a comparison to
to this garbage that they put out right now. Man.
Exactly.
And the longevity, you know what I'm saying? I was born in '87. He was rapping before I was born, and you were on the list too, rapping with them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull your page up just because I hadn't seen it, man. And man, I like what y'all doing, man.
Appreciate that.
I'm just happy to be coming out, man, and you know, getting on, and you know, anytime you ever need anything from me, man, you just holler at me and let me know, man, and I got you.
Man, that means a lot to us, yeah, because we could use all the help we can, man. We're just trying to wake people up to the same thing Kay is trying to do, you know, and that's why I reached out to you, is because we're trying to link up with everybody, you know, because that's what they're afraid of, is linking different races, religions, colors, creeds, you know, and bringing them together to find the common enemy, the government, you know. They're the biggest killers. That's what we're trying to do, and you know, we figured to have you on, talk about whatever the hell you want. That's how we do this.
Straight up. You can talk whatever you want.
And out of appreciation to what Kay did, you know, we're gonna help the SPC too. You know,
all
day.
You know, what's up, man? We help each other, man. But Kay Reno always say, man, you show love, you get love. You know
Exactly.
That's what it's all about, man. You help me out, I help you out, and then at the end, we got a big picture, man, and it's a beautiful picture. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna get Point Blank for you. I can get Justice Allah for you. You name it. give me a couple days, and I got you. I can get the Gangsta Nip. I mean, whoever you need, whoever you want on your show, I can make it happen for you.
Damn, thank you, man. Thank you so much, bro. That means
much
a
love.
lot.
That's much love right there.
So let me ask you something right now. I know you don't like to jump into politics, like, you know, that's what we're all about. We just tell it how it is. We tell them off. What was your first take on Obama? Because I'm from Chicago. I supported the guy, you know what I'm saying? And then now look what happened. He's like George Bush, just wearing a mask. Do you want to, what's your take on, did you have high hopes for Obama, and just like me, it just got shattered, or, you know?
Well, you know, like I said, I don't really get too deep into politics, but man, you know, hold on, man, I got somebody. Yo, that's my son, man. The son I'm talking about is just ringing my door, but that's that crazy rap music that he listens to, man.
Yeah, Jay-Z, yeah.
That's that crazy drive. He's got his mind. He's ringing my doorbell like he's crazy.
He's throwing up. He's throwing up.
That's that damn rap music, man. That's mainstream rap music.
That's that little Wayne going on.
You know what? I can't. I really, man. I'm not gonna even speak on that, man. I don't really just get into politics because, man, it just gives me a headache, man.
I understand. You know, it's easier to tune out. It's easier to tune out than like, well, we got to do tune in, dude. That shit'll drive you crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's, I was like, man, you know, I know that's what you talk about a lot, man, but that's just not my thing, man.
That's cool. That's why we. So is that? I mean, what do you want to talk about, man?
You can talk about anything you want.
Bring anything you want.
Bring it up.
Well, like I say, man, I like to promote my brothers, man. They doing their thing right now. I'm kind of on the back burner as far as doing my music. So, man, Justice Allah, I can just name them all. They doing their thing. Sniper, Kay Reno, Point Blank. I mean, shit. You tell me what you want to talk about. Anything other than politics, we can get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do no politics.
I feel you.
I got you. So what about Ebola? Is that politics?
About a what?
Ebola, is that politics?
Ebola? Yeah. Oh man, no, that ain't. But that ain't in Houston either. It ain't.
I just wanted to forewarn you, man. The CDC ordered some like 300,000 hazmat suits, man.
Yep.
Really?
Right out over in the area over there, and Dallas as well, man.
Yeah, that's right down the street from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is right down the street from us, man. And that's a scary thing, man, to even think about it, man. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it got the way it is, but man, that's scary, man.
That's why I'm trying to give you the heads up, man.
Yeah,
you know,
heads up.
I appreciate it, man. I need to get one of them suits something.
Yeah, like a motherfucking astronaut suit and shit like that. Fuck around.
Right.
Do your next show and shit in an astronaut suit.
Right.
But yeah, no, man, most of the masks that these nurses are wearing and shit don't even actually stop it because it's so small.
Yeah.
So dude, this shit's a cover up, man. I'm just warning you guys because you're out.
Yeah,
in
man.
Texas.
And what's crazy is that people come into the hospitals and then they give it to the doctors. Now, if the doctors got it, I mean, shit, you know.
Yeah, in New York,
crazy.
In New York, that shit happened. Dudes riding the subway, dudes fucking going out to
everywhere,
eat.
going
yeah,
everywhere.
In an Uber,
Right?
cab,
Yeah,
and
exactly. And you know, he get it, he sneeze on you, and
then you got it, and then you give it to,
yeah, and then you have sex with like your girlfriend. She's got it.
Yeah.
right,
And then
exactly, man.
everything goes around.
Yeah, it is. It's scary to think about, man. We're like, man, we're in Chicago, man. It's a huge city. We have O'Hare Airport's like the biggest like fucking transporter of goods across like the world. And we've had scares here and shit. And it's like they don't even talk about it. They're disappearing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
taking
yeah,
them.
no shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You know, but they won't take the fucking doctor. They won't disappear.
We had nothing in Houston, man. But like you say, man, everybody was getting that shit. Just, you know, and the nurses and people that cleaned up the room, everybody, you know, you just go in there and you just got the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then dude died from it. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
And that shit just all of a sudden.
70% of the people kills, dude. It's like literally they just put out in the CDC, like they pulled a fast one and shit. They said it's not airborne. Now it's airborne. Now it could incubate for 40 days. So you could spread it for 40 days and not even be sick. You know, you just walk around feeling fine, spreading that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That's fucking that's fucked up.
Yeah, man. That's why I think they were covering this shit up because elections, and we're gonna find out more about what's really going on then probably the next month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we got about 10 more minutes with you, bro. So I mean, again, I appreciate you coming on, and man, you know, kind of just
no doubt. I wish I could have been a better. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh man, you contributed fine, man.
You all goody.
The show's the truth is stranger than fiction, man. It's, you know, we don't have to focus on politics. It makes us feel good not sometimes.
We're actually glad that
right. I'm gonna give you a break from it. Just this one show, man.
Yeah,
y'all get back on it next time.
Exactly.
It's always good to take a break. You know what I'm saying?
And I did an interview from Milwaukee, man. I got a horrible toothache, and I did an interview yesterday. And my buddy John, co-host Johnny B. Good, has to go to work early, so we're gonna play an interview. So I got an easy day today. No headache from politics.
Right, yeah, man. I kept it real life for you.
Yeah, and I like that.
I kept it real life for you, man.
I
and like
like
I say, you got your SPC Connect now. So all you got to do is just hit me up and let me know who you want from the top to the bottom, from the newest to the oldest.
For sure. Good looking.
Southpaw Coalition 2G. You know what I'm saying? With analysts, KO. Man, anybody I forgot, man, just blame it on my mind, not my heart. You know what I'm saying? These are my little brothers, man. And you know, I love them all, man. They doing their thing, they grinding. Chucky the Killer, he doing his thing. I mean, just the whole clique, man. Texas T. I mean, these are the young cats that's coming up. Them damn twins. These are the young cats that's coming up in the SPC, man. And Reno put it out there that they're not gonna be the SPC 2G too much longer. You know, we're gonna bring them as full-fledged SPC members, man. So you be on the lookout for them guys, man, and they doing their thing. If you need to talk to any of them, I can make it happen. Just holler at me.
Hey, sounds good, man. I love what you guys are doing, man. That's why I wanted to have, you know, yourself on and anyone else from the SPC just to get it out there, man, because to me, you guys are the real, you know, and, and we got to get that out.
That love.
Hey, no,
appreciate that love,
no
man.
problem.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you give love, you get love back. You know what I'm saying? So anything we can ever do to help you, man, you just don't hesitate to call us. We're only a phone call away, and ain't nothing Hollywood about nobody in the SPC, man. You know what I'm saying? If you catch us at a show, you want to take a picture, get an autograph, hang out, just whatever it is, buy me a drink. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Whatever you want to do, man. That's just how it is, man. We don't do the VIP. We ain't in no limousines. You know what I'm saying? We ride to the show. We get out there and we hang out with the people, man. With the fans.
And that's why I love you guys, man. And hey, do me a favor, keep up the damn good work, man.
Thank you, my friend, man. I really, really appreciate the love and support, man. And as soon as I get to working on the new CD, man, I'm gonna give you a call and we'll talk half my CD, and we're gonna talk the other half politics since you let me off the hook this time.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna do a test on you, bro. I got you. Rapper K is gonna be tested live on air on his politics. We're gonna give you a history test, and then drop. We could play some of your songs from the CD on break and stuff too. I'll promote you.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I get the address and I'll send them out to you, or you can go. Like I said, you can get my stuff from YouTube, iTunes. You can get them directly from me, and I got 4 CDs out, long time coming. I'm gonna finish it. I'm all in A1 Music with my brother Sniper.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, man. I guess we're gonna let you go. We got about 5 minutes to just run through some news, and we're gonna play the interview from yesterday. But thanks again, Rapper K from the South Park Coalition, for joining The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction, man. I'm gonna talk to you in the future, brother.
That's what it is, man.
Much
y'all have
love.
a good night. Y'all be blessed, man.
You too.
Much
You
love.
too. God
right.
bless, man. Peace.
God bless you.
Peace.
Yeah, man, that was cool, man. That was cool.
A little different, a little different thing that we normally do. We do, politics and news, and we change it up a little bit.
Hey, when there's rap artists out there that are talking some real stuff, you know what I'm saying? They need to be supported, whether it's by us, MTV. But fuck MTV. They'd rather be supported by people like us because we're real, they're real. Because MTV ain't real.
No,
fuck
MTV
MTV.
No, MTV ain't real. They ain't gonna support them, honestly.
And I encourage everybody out there to check out Rapper K. Check out K Reno. Just type in the South Park Coalition. Man.
Check them all out.
They've been around for 30 years, man. Rapper K was in K Reno's original Black Book, man.
And
now I'm about to go later after I drop John off and drop his name and get in the Bone Thugs concert. So man, it was a hell of a time talking to him, man. I had a great time.
It was good. It was all goody to me. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he was on.
And actually, leading into that, we could pretty much go draw. Well, first, I guess we could talk about the elections.
Yeah, let's talk about
then what we're gonna do is we're gonna play. I was on the Rundown Live yesterday.
Yeah,
had a great time. It's a show out of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's aired on many different outlets, so it was an honor to be on with those guys, and I had a good time. We're gonna end the show with that. I felt like we talked about some really relevant issues, so. And like I said, my tooth is fucking killing me. John has to work.
I'm done skiing. I got no sleep, and I'm just drained from brain to my body. It's all drained, everything.
Same here, man. But a lot of people are talking about the elections, dude. And we're just gonna break it down short and sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a change of guard. Matt Rudd said this would be huge, but it's not as huge as he's making out, dude, because we got establishment Republicans in there.
Yeah.
There's some bright, shiny hope. So we have a few people for the main group, even the guy that I forgot his name that actually pretty much fucking mentored Rand Paul. Said that they're not gonna, repeal Obamacare. They're not gonna do this, so they're not gonna do shit.
Yeah, no,
okay?
yeah.
And they're gonna make Obama have his nuts tied, and he's gonna do a more executive order. So if anything, it could cause more harm than good.
You think Obama's gonna disappear for good now, or what?
That was a fan question, which we'll get to next week. I'm glad you actually brought that up.
You think?
Is this a win? Well, it could be, yeah, but what if he goes all out and starts writing executive orders like there's no tomorrow with his pen and his phone, writing them on his hand and shit?
We don't need that again. Please.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in a sense, we did win.
Yeah.
Because even the states that Hillary Clinton campaigned for, they lost.
Yep.
So even the people that Obama didn't have the chance to do it, but he did more harm than good in these elections. So in that sense, we won, know. Yeah. But could he go all out and write an executive fucking order on his hand because he has a drone, a pen, and a phone? So he forgot the paper. So again, he could text the executive order and ban guns just like that. So now he's already talked about legalizing illegals.
Yeah.
With the executive order. So we got to watch out for the abuse of power.
No, I agree with you.
The elections, it's great and dandy, but it's also going to cause more conflict, more infighting. It's going to be harder to pass shit than it already was.
Yeah.
And Obama now has the ability to use that as an excuse to then write executive orders like they're going out of style.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
So that's my take on the election.
No, I didn't want to get involved between either of them. You know, I mean, what do you think about Bolton? What do you think about how do you feel? How do you feel?
Illinois, there's more Republicans, but we didn't win the governor.
Well,
But I mean, there's positive signs, but the Republicans aren't the answer. True libertarian independents are. And that's what we didn't see.
I mean, I'm not happy either way, whichever way it went. I wasn't going to be happy.
Unless there's a bunch of independents.
Yeah, but
that wasn't the case, which we need to make the case next election.
It was basically pick your poison, like we were saying before. You know,
the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, and then they're both evil as can be. So it's win, lose. I don't even know what you want to call it.
Yeah, only time will tell. But
exactly,
it did show our displeasure with our elected officials. I guess you could say that. But on that note, I guess we could get to the interview I did last night.
You wanna call it?
Yeah, might as well. We're both dealing with we're on like overdrive.
So we did elections. We talked about that.
We talked about Ebola being covered up. There's a 1 million man mass march coming on.
Yeah.
John McCain has been made head of some damn foreign policy war committee. Like we need more of him. Obama threatens executive orders on immigration. So that's pretty much the big news of the day. But other than that, check out my interview if you would like to see the video format on the Rundown Live, episode 370. Pete Wichert. We talk about world government, aliens. Again,
I'm aliens.
I'm like the official. You want to debunk aliens? You bring Pete Wichert on the show, you know. And then we talked about Agenda 21 and much more. So we're gonna play that interview. Thank you for tuning in to The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction on November 6th of 2014. Johnny, be good. Any final thoughts?
No, not really at all. I'm done skiing.
So I'm gonna say like, share, comment, post, repost, take clips, do whatever the hell you want. And thank you for tuning in. And remember, the truth is stranger than fiction. But can you handle the fucking truth?
Can you handle the fucking truth? I love it, bro.
All right, good night.
Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.
The Rundown, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check out therundownlive.com. Mike P. Kriston H. The Rundown, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check out therundownlive.com.
What up, guys? We are live here. It is Wednesday, November 5th, live here on the Rundown Live, rundownlive.com. Mike Pachesney, Kriston Harris. We have a guest tonight. Pete Wichert's going to be joining us. He's the host of Truth is Stranger Than Fiction, and it really is. So we're gonna ask him what that's all about, and he's got some liberty angles, so that'll be cool to get him in a few minutes here. But I don't know what the hell was going on earlier. Everything.
Well, sure, man. I tell you,
Wayne's World, excellent. Kriston knows exactly what's happening here.
Out of control.
I'm out of control. He knows it. I know it.
I watched Jim Vieira's In Search of
What'd you
Giants
think of
lesson.
that? I didn't get a chance to see it.
You know, it was a little bit more compelling than, let's say, the Bigfoot, show where they're like, did you hear something? See that? Did you hear something? They're actually like trying to take they're actually finding evidence that suggests that there were digs where they say there were in the newspapers and things like that, and they're really letting them run with it freely and be honest about their thoughts and opinions and why they think what they think. So
was there any evidence presented, or is it going to be like a series until you get to like one piece of evidence, or what?
Well, the first show they didn't provide much evidence. However, what was really horrible is at the end of the first episode, they showed you a trailer where they're looking through old newspaper film, and then they go, "Oh my God, is that a giant?" And it's like this huge human skeleton in his coffin, and it's like a really big skeleton. And they're looking through some old film, and they found it with one of the old papers from some local newspaper. You know, like in the UP in Ontonagon, they put their old newspapers.
I know. See, you're a little biased, though. See, this isn't. We're not exactly coming into this fair, so to speak. You know.
Yes. No. I'm pretty biased because there's a lot of evidence that suggests that these giants.
Well, maybe we'll get into this with Pete because we like to talk about this stuff. I'm not sure if that's up his alley. We might as well just ask him about it. But we got to talk about the site, Chris.
Sure, guys. If you guys haven't had a chance to yet, make sure you guys check out therundownlive.com. We got a bunch of new information up there. There's a new article by Mike that's real cool about a painting that's going up in the 9/11 museum. So check that out. Share it on Facebook and Twitter. Let your friends know to tune in. You can actually share the link on our Facebook right now, and it has all the information on how to tune in straight from your Facebook right on our site. So also, if you guys want to support what Mike and I do here at the Rundown Live, make sure you guys check out Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access allows Mike and I to surf the internet anonymously. We can check our emails, download, conversate, do cool things like avoid Reddit bans and video game bans for those World of Warcraft nerds out there or Call of Duty nerds out there. So check it out. $39.95 covers not one, not two, but 5 computers. It's a great deal. I recommend it very highly. It's, in my opinion, just as important as antivirus and anti-spyware. And part of that purchase supports what we do here. So do check them out. They take Bitcoin, your old gift cards, just about any form of currency. If you'd like to listen to the Rundown Live, one of the best ways to do so is through the TuneIn Radio app. The TuneIn Radio app is available on your cell phone and tablet. Just follow us on there, and I'll alarm you and let you know when we are live.
Let's get those numbers up on TuneIn. Yeah. We've been stuck in the 300s. Let's get that up in the thousands.
We're almost on 4. Yeah, we went to 400 or 350 real quick, and now it's just been kind of stuck.
Well, I don't know if everybody necessarily clicks follow that listens on TuneIn. So just do us a favor and click follow. It'll help us get found in the TuneIn searches. It's just better.
Sure, and request us on things like iHeartRadio, your local radio station. If there's a platform we're not on, let us know. Show tips at therundownlive.com. And if you really like to get a hold of every episode that basically Mike and I have pretty much put out, you can download the Rundown Live app. It's free. The app is available on Google Play Store, the iTunes App Store, Amazon, and Windows. So that allows you to actually send us your show tips straight from your cell phone, email us straight from your cell phone, or even call us straight from your cell phone, all from the app. So let's say you catch some news in real time with your cell phone, you could actually send it to us straight from the app. So it's pretty cool. Check it out, the Rundown Live app. Download it today. It's free. We put it out there for you guys. I want to thank our syndication, FPRN, Daily Paul Radio, Conspiracy Wire, and Wide Awake America.
I know it's a lot of stuff. We got it all out there. We're running slightly behind.
Yeah,
I do want to mention, yes, we do have our guest, Pete Wichert's going to be on with us right now. Host of Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. It's good to have you, bro.
Yeah, hey, thanks for the invitation, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Are you hearing interference in the background?
No, we hear you pretty clear, at least on my end.
It's a little loud. I think maybe if you just back up just a tad or turn the gain down a little bit. But other than that, we're good, bro.
Okay, you know what?
It sounds perfect right now.
All right, I got you. No, I had one of the shows, I think your earlier shows I was listening to.
You had the feed up. Yeah, classic mistake, Pete. Classic.
Oh, hey, you guys got you're entertaining me, man. I almost forgot about that.
Well, that's kind of like what we like to do, man. It's not necessarily like you're coming on a game show or anything. We're regular guys. We like to hang out, and we want to learn about you. What are you doing?
Relaxed, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, hey, basically, I think Google Plus has it right. I went from high school football coach to talk show host.
And, a lot of people use Google these days. When we use Skype.
Yeah. I use my live events on YouTube, Google, same thing. They give me shit. Can I swear on the show? By the way?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. That's
kind of late now, isn't it?
We got the dumb button. We'll pretend.
But yeah, no, I've used them. I've had problems, but I got permission from InfoWars to actually use it. So every time they give me shit, I just show it to them and bam, you know. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So basically, I started off pretty much high school football coach, and turns out one of my buddies I went to high school with pretty much turned his back on me. Did some really bogus stuff, to say the least. And I end up not coaching. Well, one of my friend's sisters knew a guy that worked at this Slam Internet Radio, where I now, you know, host the show on every Thursday at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and every Saturday from 6 p.m. to whenever the hell I want, really, you know. Sometimes I have 5 guests. So he just recognized my name through an article I wrote about Jesse Ventura. And it was just to give him ballot access. And from there on out, I pretty much have been hosting the show. But I also did the petition for Syria to help stop the Syrian intervention last year.
Which are big deals because, you know, it actually may have helped. People found out about the supposed fluoride bombs that were used that were, you know, were just provided. But don't worry about that.
Fluoride, like they put in the water, Mike?
Yeah, but what are you doing asking questions on this show? I mean, what the hell are you doing here?
Conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I mean, and, you know, that's interesting. Your football coach, you know, what kind of led you to this truth is stranger than fiction? Because a lot of times me and Kristan are talking and we end up talking about space and transhumanism and hidden history, and truth really is stranger than fiction at that point.
Well, it kind of came to my mind, either the truth will set you free or the truth is stranger than fiction. Now, I had nothing but positive feedback on that as far as the title, but then I thought about it, and hell, you're right, truth is stranger than fiction, you know. And yeah, I'm in the whole, I've researched into the whole transhumanist movement, and we've covered things like that on my show. I mean, hell, I've had people like Wayne Madsen blow the whistle on certain things on my show. I mean, I
saw you posted that. Was that a newer interview or was that a older interview?
I've had him on twice, once in July for a full hour, which I encourage.
We've never even talked to Wayne Madsen. He's a good friend of Julio as well, who used to live in Chicago.
Oh yeah, he's out in Wyoming now, or
right,
something.
Right. He's out west.
Yeah, no, yeah, Wayne's been a great friend of mine. I can just text him and he'll come on the show, you know. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. It all started, like I said, with the petitions, and here I am now. Have like a worldwide fan base, although people are afraid to like my page on Facebook and things like that.
It's really strange because I don't even really know. I just saw you out of nowhere. You started appearing on Facebook, and I was like, wow, okay, this guy's doing his little radio show thing. I didn't even know you were reaching a lot of people via the airwaves, man.
Well, I didn't know myself either, you know, but it's hard out here in Chicago. I mean, I have a following that's just as big in Texas as I do in Illinois, based on Chicago. I mean, we're so brainwashed as a society that I felt the need to, you know, I was going to be a teacher, and I started seeing they didn't want you to teach, you know. So my dad got sick with cancer. I got my history degree early. And I noticed they didn't want you to teach. They wanted you to brainwash. So they want that. So I always wanted to help people, you know. And I started, you know, getting into Jesse Ventura sent me about 2,000 documents for my book that I went over. And some of this was just bombshell stuff. And from that point on, I was like, you know what, I'm educating people. I'm doing whatever I can, whether it's petitions, whether it's this. And eventually, like I said, I caught a break and got the radio show. But
well, what was the book? Because I did see some stuff about that. I haven't read it. So what was the stuff with the documents in Ventura in the book, man?
Which, my book or Jesse's book?
Your book that you were talking about.
I would have to pay the government for each declassified document.
Wait. So you had documents that you were going to publish that you didn't publish?
That I can't, because I wouldn't make any money on the book due to the fact that everything I
so
said.
So you do have a book?
Yeah, and I'm working on it. It should be published soon.
I see. See, this is where I got confused. I was slightly confused there. I'm sorry.
No, I could, as far as if I wanted to, I could, but I'd have to give royalties for every page to the government. I'm not giving them any more damn money.
So you're telling me that, why would you have to give royalties to the government?
because they declassified the documents, hence they own the rights to the documents.
Really?
And each fact is debunking UFOs. It's called America, the Third Reich. I am now turning into a documentary too as we speak. I have another publisher that I'm in contact with. And yeah, basically every document that I wanted to put up, I'd have to pay them. And every source, everything I talk about, I have a document.
Kristan, what you're muted, man.
I was going to say that's a pretty interesting title, just because of the fact, you see a lot of this money that supported the Nazis, the Bushes, the Kennedys, the Rockefellers.
Well, you've written all about it.
I've written a ton about these, the bloodlines and the whole
Heinrich
Rothschilds
Ford.
connection with Adolf Hitler, and
Heinrich Ford is my inspiration. Adolf Hitler.
right?
Yeah.
And then you have George Soros. Yeah, you see it, the Monsanto.
The Bushes.
Yeah.
Operation Paperclip.
Sure.
And I just got done talking to T.D. Barnes 2 weeks ago on my Saturday show from Area 51. Worked there for 60 years. He didn't tell his wife where he worked until 2005.
Wow.
And I asked him straight up, TD, how much have you not told me on the show? And he goes, 95%.
I don't know who that is. Kristan, do you? I don't know who T.D. Barnes is.
Yeah, he's very low key. He's been National Geographic Channel in history, but he's only allowed to talk about what's declassified now. He's an actual Area 51 employee.
I see. So
he actually flew over the base aerial with footage.
Well, and we know there's a base there. We've heard about the planes going in and out. What are they called? I can't remember what
I just wrote an article about them.
Aren't they called Janet planes or something?
Oh,
like that?
The Flying V, the TR-3Bs, and the
those are certain people to get flown out of. That's Janet is an acronym, but the main people are on base 24/7 there. It's what's underground, what I'm hearing, that we don't know about.
Well, let's get into this a little bit, because we've been pushing this the last couple of days, so we might as well just push it even further.
Right.
What do you think? Do you think that there's other stuff out there? Is there something underground? Is this even real? Are we on Mars? Give us your opinion, Pete.
There's no aliens whatsoever. It was whoever came up with this is a genius. First off, it was done. The whole Area 51 incident was actually a weather balloon. It went into the stratosphere. The reason they found that tape is because it was made by a toy manufacturer. I have sources that back this up. I have documents. Yeah. So this was very, very top secret. This is classified because they didn't want the Russians knowing we could detect an atom bomb going off, So they pretty much, this was a big PR stunt. It was a conspiracy of a conspiracy to purposely, blow
create fear.
Portion. Yet there are certain things that are in the sky that we can't explain. Now, is that black ops, technology, or
which that's what Kristan was talking
Nazi
about?
World War II technology, like the Glocka and the Hanabu,
the Glocka. A lot of people think that was a propulsion system. It's funny you bring that up. I actually have documents from Jorg Schellberger, Victor Schellberger's grandson.
Oh, very interesting.
They didn't collect it. It was hidden in a wooden board, basically in his floor. He sent it to me for my book. It was more of a Mercury with magnets powered propulsion system. It shot through the roof the first time. So yeah, they went in. The U.S. was more strategic as far as the Russians wanted Berlin. Both my family's from Germany. I've had military family on one side, so I was privy to information. Yes, they did go after Werner von Braun. They did go after the paperclip guys on purpose. They had like a list. They brought this technology over. A lot of it was like in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. That was confused for a test run on the Glocka.
Well, that's what Operation High Jump was about, going to Antarctica as well.
Yes, and the Russians had some crazy.
Swabia.
Yeah, that underground, base. I can't confirm that, but what I will tell you here is that that number is a lot higher based on my research. The paperclip number. The aliens, there are none. What they're, and if they were, just answer this for me, bro. If aliens got here from God knows how far, okay, why the hell would they crash? Would our weapons really be able to take them down?
Well, maybe that's how we all got here. Aliens crashed into the planet.
Well, I have to ask too. Does that mean that there's no life outside our planet, or does that just mean that we're not dealing with aliens?
Not dealing with them,
right.
yeah.
That's what I thought you meant. I just wanted to clarify.
Well,
for the listeners.
I mean, it'd be stupid to say that it's that it's not possible with all the galaxies and stars.
I just wanted to clarify, and I think people wanted to know because it could be. I mean, that sounds more realistic. To
Brian Forrester on from the History Channel,
right? Yeah, he's been on our show as well.
And oh wow, did I get attacked by the alien community? Because he said I didn't say alien one time, so they kind of just like took his words and flipped it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he talks Nephilim as well, doesn't he? Or is he the Baraka Skull guy?
He's the Baraka Skull guy.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, no, so I get attacked a lot by it, but here, the Phoenix Lights in Arizona, the Maryland National Guard dropped the flares, okay, that supposedly were it, right? Well, they're working on holographic image weaponry. I've had people from the first Gulf War see like projected at least 50 times bigger stealth bomber. I mean, like they have the voice of God weapon, Project Blue Beam. I mean, how they could fake alien invasion if they wanted to. And what a better way to hide your budget, your black budget, and steal from taxpayers than fake this alien threat.
And also scare people into a global government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you have to unify against the threat.
That seems like quite the conspiracy there, guys.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of already on paper? Yeah. I mean, it is.
Dude, the government admits to spending $50 billion a year just to make people believe in aliens. They had to run a final check on Independence Day. The only thing they took out of the movie was the name of the base, which it was Area 51. I mean, they are purposely pushing this propaganda.
Which it wouldn't surprise me at all, because they push all the other Zero Dark 30 and all these movies with these Matt Damon-like actors that are A-list celebrities, and they're running around finding Bin Laden, and everybody believes that's what happened.
Programming, guys. It's basically setting the page. You know what to expect because they already told you what's going to happen.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. And I've seen that just recently in The Simpsons. There's the episode of Marge wearing like a green thing. Did you guys see that green dress? Then Bart says something about Ebola, and then I saw on InfoWars. Then I saw a bunch of like how the first patient Duncan had a green shirt, and then all the special workers had a green shirt. Then the guy walks up and touches the gurney with no glove, and it's like some crazy stuff. And then the Family Guy with the Boston bombing. I mean, what the hell's going on? It's like they warn us through media and through things like that, like family programming.
Isn't that a form of Illuminati magic?
That's where I wanted to take it.
To let the people know what they're going to do to them before they do it. It's predictive programming again. It
also ties into the occult as well.
Yes,
exactly. They want to let you know what they're going to do and rub it in your face before they do it. It's the least.
This way, there's no way it could be them, because it's so extreme that conspiracy could never happen. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, they're too arrogant. I mean, you could read Tragedy and Hope, Carol Quigley. You could read, and Bill Clinton, that's Bill Clinton's, mentor. You could read their books, Ezekiel Emanuel, Ecoscience. I mean, they're just like rubbing it in your face. Yeah, we're going to fluoridate the water. We're going to do this. I mean, it's sickening. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to dumb us down. They take iodine out of the salt. Iodine bumped IQ levels up, so they take it out. They put fluoride in our water. I mean, they have a plan, Agenda 21. It's on record. The continuity of government. The 50 states would be gone. We'd have 10 prison sectors. I mean, this is all not.
The FEMA regions are here. They're not even. It's not even a joke anymore. It's literally now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do you get? Do you get any backfire on that?
Well, I mean, we see it in front of us here in the Midwest. You're right, in Chicago. This is the mega region. What does Rosa Corey call it? The mega city? Or
the mega cities. They're trying to make it one joint mega city. Yeah, well, Wisconsin is 7th in MRAPs, so we're receiving the most, or we're the 7th most in the military product, even more than Illinois, which is surprising. So
yeah, you're right. And I have been doing research in O'Hare Airport. I had a whistleblower. Dude, there's something going on at O'Hare. I looked up the companies. They got underwater diving, nuclear power plant companies. like they got some weird shit. And a lot of people, they saw the army training when they ripped down these poor people's houses, and they have a bunch of like FEMA installations. To me, they look like fusion centers.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was in Chicago, I got put through what I believe to be a fusion center, and it was just one of the precincts doubling as the fusion center during NATO 2012, but I can't be too sure. And it wouldn't surprise me if they had some type of facilities like that at airports. We talked to Dan Fight, remember, in Minnesota, when the state troopers and the sheriffs were carting people to the airport and giving them drugs. I don't know if you remember that, Kristan, but he actually, they got this on video where the police were picking kids up from the Occupy movement and carting them down to like an airport warehouse and giving these kids drugs so they could do tests and ask them questions and probably get them to snitch on people, stuff like that. So it wouldn't be surprising me if they just threw in some FEMA fusion centers as well.
And now you got the Ebola threat.
Well, I mean, what do you think about that? We haven't talked about Ebola because, personally, I think it's a large-scale bioterror drill, and that's my personal opinion. But what do you think about it, Pete?
Man, I think that it is a big scare. In a way, it's a smokescreen. But what if it's a cover-up? And they just waited till after the elections to let it, be known how serious of how it's spreading,
Well, wouldn't people be dying right now, though?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's sketchy. And then you get this nurse running around and the doctor out. And
are they disappearing people now? You got the sniffles and you're gone?
The people that get disappeared are all health professionals.
They have disappeared people on record. Doctors have come out and told InfoWars. But, yeah, why does it seem to only be hitting black people?
Huh.
Yeah, if you think about it too,
Well, there's the nurse. There's the one nurse that was white, but it's definitely. I think it's all hype. You know what I mean? I don't think that there's a legitimate threat.
It's a pre-run test run.
Well, let me tell you about these FEMA documents I saw appear a few weeks ago. There was an influenza FEMA drill going on, and it was a 2-year-long drill nationwide. And I think this is what we're seeing, and they're just masking it as Ebola when really it's a drill for influenza, which could technically be much more devastating. And that kind of fits what you were saying, Pete, as far as a smokescreen or a cover. What if the real threat isn't even Ebola at all? What if it's just really the flu and they want to scare people because people aren't really worried about the flu?
Well said.
I mean, I really don't know.
I agree. I think we'll find out in the next couple of weeks since the election is over. I think now we'll find out.
Well, we got the Republicans in the Senate now, so, things will get done, guys. Things will get done, right?
Hey, guys, I got some breaking news I think you might be interested in.
What do you have for us?
What do you got for us?
All right. We have open borders, right? You have to wonder, especially with this Ebola scare, which is real in Africa, why would we have open borders? We have La Raza. We got all this coming into our country, right? No border patrol at the border. I found out a company called KBR was awarded basically a ton of money in 2006, and it was a $385 million contract over 5 years. Now, just as their time period's running up, you have this influx. They're in charge of building all the installations, like InfoWars pointed out. They're in charge. They work with ICE. They work with the Border Patrol. They work with the Department of Homeland Security. And they were, again, rewarded extension. And these people profit off of literally the border being open. And it's a company, KBR, who has links to Halliburton and the Gulf oil spill.
So it's like a private security type firm or what?
It links all of them. Yeah, it links everyone together. It links the everyone from, like the CDC to the Border Patrol to the Homeland Security to this company. And
what do all these things have in common? It's like federal government, and they're all tied in with global government. So it's like It makes perfect sense.
Destroy the border. Yeah. You know, that's what the main goal is. They're trying to destroy the economy, destroy the border, bring in the illegals, like that one who just shot somebody, been deported how many times? We have a Marine in jail and they won't let him out for a damn accident, you know?
I did hear about that.
And it's ridiculous. It's to open the borders, destroy the economy, and to bring in Agenda 21 in the North American Union.
And I mean, we see it happening. Literally, that's what's occurring right now. And it used to be a conspiracy, and people used to laugh at you. But they also used to laugh, like we say when we talked about drones. And that was something that was like a huge conspiracy. Now we're expecting like 40,000 in a couple years just to be floating around everywhere.
Well, what really
We have 30,000 right now in Chicago.
What really gets me is that they first ridicule you for believing that there is a conspiracy, and then once there is a conspiracy, they ridicule you for not accepting it. So I don't understand the thought behind these people. I guess it's just easier to be fooled than it is to be told that you've been fooled, you know, per se. So
it's easier to go along with the lie than admit to your own failure.
Yeah, that as well.
Well, as long as everybody votes, everything will be fine, right?
Hey, did anyone legalize marijuana yesterday, guys?
A couple states did, right? Alaska and DC. But Florida didn't hit their 60%, and that's kind of BS, but I guess.
Unfortunately, gun ban in Washington State. I mean, they banned guns.
In Washington State, I didn't even hear about that.
Yep. Just right before, you know,
some kind of added regulation. What do you mean ban? Like some kind of
all guns, right?
Not, it's like that, you know, Chicago mafia style.
Like no guns allowed.
Yeah.
Unless you have a permit.
Or they don't know about it.
Or if you're a police officer, because somehow then you're above the law.
Got one right on my right arm at all times.
I do see that. Hey, we heard about the story where the guy came out with the tattoo on, and they were like freaking out because it looked like it was in his waistband.
Well, let's be honest. That guy came out because they were chainsawing at 7 in the morning in the backyard by the electrical lines, and he told them to shut the fuck up. And then they were like, "That looks like a gun. It's a tattoo."
Then they called the cops.
We're gonna call anyways.
They literally called the cops on a tattoo.
And the guy came out, and he just has guns as a tattoo. You know, tattoo as a gun.
That's shit right there.
Well, they showed up for dog poop by Mike's house.
I got another breaking story for you guys if you want to know. One of the family members from a police officer in Ferguson told me that this Sunday night or next Sunday night, all hell is going to break loose. They're going to let the cop go. And they're trying to all take vacation. Her dad was trying to take vacation. He couldn't do it, and prepare for all hell to break loose on a Sunday night, either this Sunday or next Sunday. They want to do it to minimize the amount of people that view it.
Wow, that's actually, you know, we've heard stuff like that about once that officer is kind of acquitted of any charges or anything, that people may riot. But, you know, I don't know. They may. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like to see it.
They will. Trust me. They got people there already willing to stir up crap.
Right, and that's the thing. I don't know if it'll be like the community doing it or some type of provocateurs.
The people from the outside coming
in. The people that were starting the fires and all that stuff earlier.
Because that community didn't really want those people there in the first place. They called them
they were
out
trying to stop
themselves.
them.
Yeah. They don't want their property burned, you know.
And I think Joe Biggs and InfoWars did a really good job of covering that aspect.
Incredible job, yes.
I mean, all the cameras did as good as they could. I mean, there were so many awesome live streams to show exactly what was going on there. That's why they had the no-fly zone. That's why they treated the media the way they did. I mean, the police state, if you don't know what's going on at this point, if you can't see the militarized police and the vehicles and the black uniforms and the overbearing spying, stingrays, all this stuff, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, this is so obvious. This can happen in anyone's town. It just happened in my town. They shot a little foo-foo dog. It's like while wearing their G.I. Joe uniforms. So I guess that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is now. If you call the state's going to come and someone's going to die, and that's just the way it is, Pete.
Yeah, no, you got it right. And then they'll just come up with a story to the next day to cover their ass.
Well, right. That's why you hire the writer from Call of Duty to work at the Pentagon in one of the think tanks, so he can come up with a nice tale to tell the American public because they don't have Tom Clancy anymore.
Yeah, because they got rid of Tom Clancy. Yeah, I guess he wasn't doing it.
Oh God, that's a funny stuff, man. I saw a guy that makes fun of Jesse Ventura talking about that. How it's the mark of the beast or something.
Sounds like Mark Dice. No.
Oh yeah, Mark Dice. I've tried to get him to come on the show. He won't do it.
He's very, very elusive. Let me tell you, I've met Mark Dice a few times. He's even from this area, and until he moved out to Cali, at least. But he's elusive, man. It's hard to knock him down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, arrogant. That's it. So
I don't want to hate on Mr. Dice, but it is what it is. I agree. I agree with you. I've asked him multiple times.
I'll let you little girls gossip there. I'll just.
Hey, you can check out what we had to say about Pete Santilli for talking crap
what
about.
do you think about Pete Santilli?
What do you think about Pete?
I told him if he ever comes to Chicago, I'm gonna punch him in the nose, and my friend, my co-host, he's gonna disappear him. So I don't really like him too much.
I never really trusted him.
Talking shit about my friend Joe Biggs, man. I had to retaliate, man, Chicago style.
Well, how did you?
Franchi involved with them or whatever his name?
No.
Guy's a loser, man. He tried to go to Joe Biggs explains on my show. One of the times he was on that, the guy was knocking at Alex Jones' studio
Pete
door.
Santilli was right.
Yeah. He's like was stalking Biggs. Like Biggs came on my show that day. Like some weirdo Pete Santilli was like knocking.
He was like on a bus
was
or
like
something,
right up my ass, and like was telling the whole story, And then he comes on and says he's working for the CIA. So I decided to give him a little piece of my mind on the show. Because I know Biggs couldn't do it because of the status of InfoWars, but why not? So I told his ass off.
Hey, I had to wonder because a lot of people really liked Pete, and I never really knew what to think about it. I'm just being honest.
He seemed kind of hoaxy.
I wasn't sure. And then the trucker rally was really bizarre. How it was the whole takeover. He took it over or whatever.
It was always an act. It was always like a big theater play. Everything.
Yeah.
Look at every news. It was never really real. I don't know.
Yeah,
I felt the same way.
Yeah, some like hillbilly witness come on that we're supposed to trust. Joe Biggs is in the CIA, dude. I talked to the guy. I was talking to the guy before he got arrested that day, going to the military training base, and I could tell you for if anyone can, that he's the most realist person I know. You know what I'm saying? That he has some Santilli, some hillbilly lady come on, sounding like. Any jury would have kicked her ass out. The trial would have been dropped.
They would have gave her a test for drugs.
Yeah, I mean, she changed her story like 5 times in like a 3-minute piece. I mean, come on now. So I had to defend Joe. So yeah.
So Joe's not in the CIA then.
No.
Not like Jim
Garrow. We've asked a few. Yeah, we've asked Jim Garrow, Ben Swan.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, hey, we're just throwing it out there. You know what I mean?
No, I've talked to Joe like lately.
I never asked Joe Big. I wasn't worried about Joe.
That guy deserves an award for the journalism and reporting he did at Ferguson. He really does. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
We were plugged in.
He was cool with us, man. He came on and hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I encourage you guys on Pete Wichert on my official YouTube page. Check out the whole interview. I had Joe on twice just this last Thursday. I've had him on like 15 times, but this last Thursday and the Thursday before is where we addressed the whole Pete Santilli issue.
Well, he's like us. He likes to just hang out and he speaks his mind. He likes to talk about football, whatever. You know what I mean? That's kind of how we are. We just kind of speak our minds and don't always have to agree on everything. Me and Kristan don't agree on government ever. I'm kind of an anarchist. Kristan believes in small government. There's kind of some philosophical differences. Philosophical. That's what I was going for.
My problem with anarchy is who the hell's going to run the damn power plants?
Oh, who's going to build the roads?
Somebody's got to run the nuclear power plants,
That's why the Army's so important. And the Army's waking up. I know a lot of vets and stuff. They know more than your average person. They don't like their orders, but they got them. But now that they're out, they know who the real enemy is.
Well, and who's an enemy to the government now is returning veterans. We saw the MIAC report. If you have blue jeans on and you're a veteran, oh geez, you're just a terrorist.
Isn't that what Rambo was wearing when he came back in that first movie? Isn't it when he was a terrorist there? Remember that? Was that John Rambo, Sylvester Stallone?
I'm not sure.
Rambo is like I saw it, but I couldn't tell you the exact storyline. I know he has a gun.
Jeez.
Yeah, you are. It is what it is.
So you guys run the show every
Monday through Friday.
Monday
through Friday. And that's, we're just doing our thing kind of like I think you are, Pete, and we just like to hang out. And that's why we wanted to have you on, just so you could kind of tell us what you do, and that's what we're good at doing here. We showcase, how people are getting involved. What are they doing? Who are they working with? Just like I was saying earlier, we don't necessarily have to agree on everything, but it's important to provide a platform so people could come on and speak their minds and, provide some new ideas. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what the truth is stranger than fiction's all about. I mean, shit, I've had on let's see, Brian Forrester, Wayne Madsen twice, Biggs numerous times, Ty Bollinger, Jeff Harvey, Dr. Richard Allen Miller, Sandy Frost, Mikhail Thalen, William Bloom, Douglas Dietrich. I don't agree with all of them. I've had more than that. But I give them a chance to speak their mind. I feel that that's just important, as important. That's what dropping the F-bomb and things like that are too, because once they take the words, then they can take more. So, yeah, I'm just trying to kick it here in Chicago. I had like K Reno, a rapper from Texas on, who's all anti-establishment.
Yeah, he wrote Grand Illusion, right?
Grand Deception. Yeah,
Grand Deception.
You could check it out on the Truth is Stranger Than Fiction or the Pete Wichert YouTube page. I interviewed him for an hour. He's a cool-ass guy, man. And yeah,
isn't it just amazing that you can like have these conversations with these people now, and instead of keeping them to yourself, you can share them on YouTube or live, and it's like it turns into an awesome experience where you can actually learn something.
Yeah, and that's what the shows, your show, my show, is all about. It's like educating people each week, and man, oh man, think about how sad the conditions would be if there weren't people like us.
Well, and the internet has really, provided us this opportunity because, 20 years ago, I don't know, well, they had like shortwave and stuff. It would just be more difficult. Now it's very easy for people to get involved, and you can get in touch with people, Twitter, Skype, Google Plus, all this stuff. You can get interactive and have people on and have a real conversation and kind of, challenge the paradigm of what's going on here, because I'm kind of tired of the left and right paradigm. I'm ready to, move past
I think everyone is, though, dude. Don't you remember in 2012 when they had the option of between Romney and Obama, and then what was it? Neither had the most support.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. The problem is the system isn't going to change unless you do something about it, and everyone should be involved in some way. Possibly.
Everybody finds a way, whether it's art, music, radio shows. I mean, there's so many ways. What do you do? There's a way to get involved and kind of fight back against this behemoth that is taking over.
Yeah, and have a big impact. That's one thing people don't realize is they think, oh, I'm just going to be some crazy lunatic that's on TV. No, you could actually have a huge impact. And that's one thing people need to get across is that if you step into the arena and you're part of the fight, you're going to have an impact. If you sit on the sidelines, you ain't doing shit.
Well, and it's so easy. I mean, you just got to show up. You just got to push record. I mean, I think a lot of people discount what they can really do. Just do it and try it. What's the worst that could happen?
That's what
start a podcast. Well, whoa. I've tried voting. Let me tell you.
I had to put it out there. Got to give you a hard time.
It's not like I've never voted. I'm not a virgin voter here.
Hey, with the way the system is now, who are you going to vote for anyway?
Right. We need like a plenty of fish for voting. We need like all kinds of options. We need Tinder for politicians. Like find who's cool in the area.
I'm taking on Rahm Emanuel.
I don't know if he's definitely in the CIA. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and I've attacked him many times, and I'm sure he's aware of me. But I'm taking him on. It might not be this election, but next election, Rahm Emanuel, beware, baby.
I don't know. I'm gonna say good luck. But I don't know. that mobster style government in Chicago seems pretty firm.
I don't think that will ever change.
They grabbed me out of a minivan, bro, and they're like, DHS, and I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen someday.
I had DHS run for me, and I got that on YouTube too, man. So I ain't afraid of them, man.
Well, you know, they let me go, but you know, they do grab you. Let me tell you, they will grab you.
Mike's not a little guy. Mike's
No.
a pretty big guy.
Let me tell you, I didn't resist. I was like, yeah, okay, let's talk about this. Like, apparently, you just kind of have to submit, otherwise they'll kill you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but
I mean, if a big guy like me, if I start jerking,
I start filming the cameras. I see cops, I film the cops. DHS ran from me like little cowards when I started filming them because they're not supposed to be near O'Hare Airport. Actually, Chicago police aren't either, and I've seen them both. They run like little girls.
I've even seen Chicago police up here after the Sikh temple shooting. Chicago police in Milwaukee.
Yeah, if you ever seen Jesse Ventura's banned episode, they took off the internet. Chicago police directly are related to the whole continuity of government and the whole fusion centers and all that.
Which episode is that?
The one they banned on.
That's the one they deleted off people's DVRs.
The FEMA camp one.
Yeah, and all of the internet.
I mean, I did see it. It's out there still.
I haven't,
but it's every time somebody puts it on YouTube, it's like removed. It's very difficult to find. And if you can find it. It just takes a little searching, and it's out there because he like shows up at one of the director's offices. It's really uncomfortable, and they're like,
one of the politicians who actually put.
Oh yeah, it was the politician. That's right. It's been a few years since I saw it. But Pete, we only have a few minutes left with you, so I want to make sure you can plug the show, let people know when to find it, who you're gonna have on, and maybe we're gonna have to hang out sometime. You're not too far away, man.
Hey, anytime, man. I'd love to join you guys in the studio, and I appreciate you having me on. Again, you can find me at Facebook at Pete Wichert, and that's PeteWichert. And The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction official page. You could find me on YouTube at Pete Wichert once again. And also I have, the Truth Alliance, which you're welcome to join. It's we're all kind of promoting and sharing each other's work. You can check our stuff out there.
We're all for working together.
That's awesome.
My email address is PeteWichert@AT&T.net, no spaces in that. So email me for bookings and anything else. And hey, guys, it was a pleasure, talking to you. And
you got to come up to Milwaukee sometime.
Hey, I wouldn't mind.
We always love doing activism, and we have like a magazine here called Waking Up Wisconsin. So if you ever want to contribute, anything like that, we'll just be in touch, man. We like to work together, and we're reaching across the border.
Yeah, you got my cell phone number, right?
I believe so.
We'll just call you every time the Bears lose.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Exactly. Hey, he likes football. We talked about this.
Hey, that's supposed to be on the DL.
Oops, I blew it. I tried so hard.
It's hockey season, isn't it? Hockey, Blackhawks?
Yes, hockey.
A man's sport.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, man. I appreciate it. And, I'll let you guys get on, but I encourage everyone to check out The Truth of Stranger and Fiction on Pete Wichert's YouTube page and find me on Facebook as well.
No problem, man. Anytime, you're welcome back, and we'll be in touch.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Have a good night, bro.
God bless you as well.
There goes Pete Wichert, dude. That was an interesting conversation. I didn't know a lot about Pete. I just kind of took it on a whim. Like we like having a lot of guests here, and we got to find out some interesting things. I didn't even know he was featured on InfoWars and Friends with Joe Biggs and stuff. You're muted.
Yeah, he had a lot of interesting things to say. It was very in-depth, and I think it's very interesting to see how people get involved in different ways. And he's close by. He's in Chicago, so it's always nice to meet a fellow activist that's nearby. We're going to have to actually get everyone together sometime, maybe this spring or something, or this summer.
It's so hard to have events because we're all poor. And none of us are making money doing this really. And the small amount of money we do make goes back into our operation. And I'm pretty sure that's like everybody. That's everybody who's doing this, whether it's Popeye, us, or anyone else. You know what I mean? Pete Wichert, Corey Washington, the list goes on and on. You know, even InfoWars, you know, everybody is just kind of focused on making their operations better. So there's not a lot of
John
money
D.
involved.
Wells.
Right. I'm just, you know, we're being honest here. This is just the way it is. But I don't know. Do we need to mention anything? We got a bunch of awesome articles up on the site. If you guys haven't checked that out, I know we haven't been pumping them out, but we're starting to get them out there. We have that interesting article on the painting that was accepted into the 9/11 museum that actually focuses in on some truth of 9/11, which is kind of interesting that they would even take that painting.
Well, which includes like the skull and bones, Illuminati, Masonry. It's very very
I
well
doubt
done.
they're just going to put it in the dumpster. That's what I said in the article.
It's
not
a very cool
It's going to go in someone's living room that had you know, planned this event, and they're like, look at this painting.
Somebody got it.
yeah. I mean, it's like a prize to them, I'm sure.
It's going to go to the Bush household.
Or they could just look at it and laugh and be like, you know, that's a large percentage of the population that believes that's what really happened. You know, I'm just being realistic, but, you know, I tend to believe that the painting holds to be true. So check out that article among the others. We'll be pumping them out. Anything else, Kristan? Who do we have on tomorrow? Sheila Aliens is going to be on tomorrow.
UFOs tomorrow.
And, you know, maybe not just UFOs, but definitely UFOs. I don't know why we've been going there. We're not coast to coast, but I guess we are.
It's a little fun. It doesn't hurt, you know.
I'm not really feeling the Ebola ISIS talk, man. And, you know,
I'm not a big Ebola fan either.
Let's be real. You know, this is our show. We don't have to talk about that shit. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, we don't have to. We can talk about whatever we want. Let's talk about the reality of what's going on in the world.
If there's a real outbreak and all of a sudden 30 people or 40 people in Milwaukee got it, Mike and I would probably mention it.
think we'd talk about it. Just saying. Even if like 10 people died, like, maybe we should start. No, that's not the case. So, like, we're not even going there.
Yep.
So, like, whatever. So Sheila Aliens tomorrow, UFOs, conspiracies, all kinds of stuff. She's going to be fun to have on. And then we're probably going to do open lines on Friday. Anything else, Kristan, before we're out of here, man?
No, that's about it, guys. Make sure you send us your show tips at showtips@therundownlive.com. Let us know what news we should cover. If you see an article you think that we should post, or if you write, you're a journalist and you're homeless, and you'd like to write for us, send us your articles at showtips@therundownlive.com.
Not literally homeless.
You know, well, email us, let us know who you are, introduce us, add us on Facebook, guys. And don't forget to check out therundownlive.com every day. And download the apps, guys. They're free. Tune in radio and request us on Spreaker so we can get on iHeartRadio, guys. Good night.
Sounds good to me. Don't forget about the encore on FPR. And go ahead.
I want to mention November 5th, shout out to William Cooper. He died 13 years ago today. So,
interesting. You know what else happened? Rage Against the Machine put out their first CD 22 years ago today.
Interesting.
So, you know, if you haven't heard that, I got a bullet in the head.
Well, that's what happened to William Cooper. He got a bullet in the head.
You know, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, he was on Bill Clinton's hit list. He was listed as the most
dangerous. Be afraid! The government's coming after you! Ebola! We're already yelling and it's only Wednesday. Why do I feel like I'm in the WWE? Oh, yeah.
Jamming cheeseburgers on their throat, and they're loving it. And I'm sick of it.
I love this podcast. You guys are awesome. We love the chat. Don't forget about FPRN Radio, FPRNradio.com, 12 a.m. Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget about Corey Washington Live, wideawakeamerica.com/live, 10 p.m., therundownlive.com, twitter.com/rundownlive, or Big P Zone, or Kristan T. Harris. We'll be back tomorrow with Sheila Aliens talking about shit that we shouldn't be talking about.
Guys. Hey, we put in our merch order today, guys. Shirt should be on the way hopefully in the next week or so.
Mike P. Kristan H. The Rundown, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check out therundownlive.com. The Rundown, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Check out therundownlive.com.